Alright, gang, we in this thing. Make sure I hit that subscribe button to be a part of crew. Smash that like button to see what it do, okay? So let me tell y'all, whenever it comes to relationships, within, at the most, 6 months, it should take 6 months or less in order for you to be able to decide if you're going to stay with that person or not. Neither stay with that person. Within 6 months at the most, y'all should be talking about marriage or moving towards marriage. Like, if it's been past 6 months, oh, you want some bullshit. That's it, point blank, period. You were part of some bullshit. If you ain't married to that person, or if y'all ain't went and got rings or something like that, you want some bullshit. You might as well just leave out the relationship now, because what you're doing is wasting time. You and that individual is wasting time, because when you go into a relationship, you need to know what it is that you're going to tolerate, what you're not going to tolerate. And then you should also have like a mental list of questions that you're going to run down in your head throughout the relationship and ask this person, so that way you could get clarity on who this person is. So within these couple months, you should be getting to know an individual and who they are. And for people, like for females, it usually takes about like 3 to 4 months at least, or maybe even sooner than that, before we know like, okay, if we're going to end up staying with him or not, or if we plan on moving to the next person or not. It don't take no couple years of dating and all this other shit. That's bullshit. Y'all are wasting time. That's just all there is to it. Y'all are wasting time. If you waiting years to get to know a person, why are you sitting back waiting years to get to know a person? Why are you engaged for fucking 10 years? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Why are you engaged for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years? It's like, what exactly are you waiting for? Like, are you waiting for that moment? I feel like that could be it too, to where people are waiting for that moment, like, okay, something's gonna happen, something's gonna fuck up. No, you need to just go ahead and leap into it and take the chance, because you should have already known if this person was gonna be a fuck up within like 5-6 months into the relationship. Because that's enough time for you to sit back, go through their phone. You know, that's enough time for you to meet their friends, family, see what they into, you know, pay attention to that person. And that's the other thing. Whenever y'all be dating out here, I guess some of y'all don't be paying attention to the individual that you're dating. So it ends up you dating that person for like 3-4 years. And then come to find out, oh, next thing you know, the relationship don't work out, blah, 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 blah. You end up getting cheated on. No, you should have known that person was a cheater from the beginning, because they would have showed those qualities. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you pay attention to a person, they will show qualities of them being whoever it is that they are. If they a cheater, they're going to show cheating ass qualities within a couple months in the fucking relationship, and not within a couple years later, and you 3, 4, 5 years into the relationship, and then you find out that this person is cheated. No, they're going to show that shit right off the bat within a couple months, because if that person's a cheater, it's already within their nature to do shit behind your back. So this is why I say pay attention, because you'll see this person doing shit behind your back. And then if they doing shit behind your back and they're never able to be upfront with you or up forward with you, or in some of the shit that you asked them about, next thing you know, you find them in a lie. Why'd you waste that much time in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is things that this person already displayed, these characteristics or traits. Like, we as people, whenever we get with somebody else, we already show whatever traits it is that we are going to carry throughout the whole relationship. Like, you already show that right off the bat. Or either pay attention to the conversation that you have with that individual. Y'all just be getting in relationships, like I said, it's a lot of like third dimensional relationships where you just getting with a person based upon looks and shit like that, but it's no substance to it, to where past those looks you're paying attention to things. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all be doing out here, but I'm just giving y'all a little bit of advice. If you are in a relationship past 6 months and y'all not talking about marriage, you haven't went and got a ring, he hasn't got you a ring, y'all not married, you are wasting your fucking time. Point blank, period. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. Anything past 6 months is a waste of time. And I feel like it's one of those things where people get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You get comfortable with knowing like, okay, this is the other thing. You get comfortable with knowing that I can leave the relationship at any time. So that's another reason why you'll see people who will date for a very, very long time and then get upset about whatever, and then end up leaving because they gotten comfortable with knowing that, okay, at any time I could leave. Because with their marriage, you can't just leave at any time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you locked into that shit. So that's why I say pay attention to the individual that you're talking to, because if after 6 months they not talking about marriage, that's because they plan on leaving your ass at any time. Like, they don't want to get locked in with you. They don't want to get held down. They plan on leaving at any time. They want to have that freedom. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, they want to have some sort of freedom of being able to go out and do whatever it is that they want to do. So this is why certain individuals will sit back and date for 5, 6, 7 years and still have no fucking marriage. Whether it be you or whether it be the other individual, you have to be aware that on one end of the spectrum, it might not be you, it might be the other person. But if they're not sitting back after 6 months talking about marriage, that's because they plan on being able to leave at any time. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because certain people have went through things, you know, that keep them from moving forward in a relationship. But you have to be aware of that as well, because that means that this person hasn't did any type of inner work in terms of clearing whatever energy it is that they are still holding on to in order for them to be able to manifest a successful relationship. So that means that moving forward in the relationship, you're going to have to deal with whatever mental or inner baggage that they're carrying. And it very well could be the end of your relationship, because you might not be ready for that baggage. You know what I'm saying? This person might be bringing a whole bunch of shit into the relationship that's just like too much for you to handle. And you thinking that you're getting with somebody that's just going to be whatever. But because they haven't did the work to clear that energy, or they're not working on it during those 6 months within the relationship, that person should at least be working on doing that. So that way, moving forward, they are able to be like, okay, time to get married. If it's not that, then you're wasting time. Y'all are wasting time. And I feel like we only be here on this earth one time, at least in this vessel or the body that you're inhabiting. So you might as well do whatever it is that you want to do in terms of love, marriage. Is that a hawk? Yep, it's a hawk. But you might as well do whatever you want to do in terms of love and marriage and things like that. I think it's a group of them. I don't know, it's just one. So yeah, you might as well do whatever you want to do in terms of like your life, but don't waste it in a relationship for like 6-7 years dating somebody. That don't make sense, because, and I'm only saying that because I want to help some of y'all out. I know we all been through that stage, but I haven't really been through it, because it's like I was married for 10 years, didn't work out, whatever. Y'all already know the story. And then after that, I went and I started dating. I've only dated 4 people, and I was already in that mind frame. Like, I feel like certain individuals, when you have like, you already was in a mature relationship very early in your life, moving forward, whenever it comes to dating and things like that, you already look for mature relationships. So you already look for like, okay, within a couple months, me and this person should be talking marriage. Like, what's up? And it's like, if y'all not talking marriage within a couple months, then it's like, all right, yeah, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So I was already in that mindset, but everybody matures at different paces. So you also gotta look at who it is that you're dealing with and their level of maturity. And I think it's good to talk about past relationships, so that way you know what it is that you're getting into. That's another indicator of, you know, if you should stay around after 6 months, if this person not talking marriage or not. I feel like I said, I feel like after 6 months, it's a wrap. Like, it's just like, all right, I'm just here wasting time now. Like, now it's just some bullshit. Like, this isn't going to manifest into anything, because this person also might not know what it is that they want in terms of relationship wise. So you have to pay attention to that. Like, a person might get into a relationship just because they want to have some sort of like mental crutch, just because they want to, you know, like, you know how a person like get out of a relationship and then they'll hurry up and move into the next relationship, but they still holding on to all types of mental baggage from the last relationship. It could be that type of shit. So you gotta watch out for that type of shit, because it's like, hold on. What do you even want out of a relationship? And if they can't tell you what they want out of a relationship right off the bat, it's a no. If they can't tell you what it is that, you know, they bring to the table in terms of a relationship, it's a no. You know, so that's why I say you should already have a checklist in your head as to what it is that you want in terms of relationship wise, and what it is that you're able to tolerate, not tolerate, and things like that. So that way, as soon as y'all get together, right off the bat, boom, 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 this is what I want, this is what I don't want. At least that's how me and my husband is, and I feel like moving forward, that's how a lot of relationships should be, because there's no reason, because all it leads to is frustration. Like, on the females end, and I feel like on the male end, because a lot of females, they'll sit back and be upset because they be like, oh, well, me and so-and-so been engaged for like 10 years and he still ain't said if he want to marry me or not. Well, shit, that's your fault. You shouldn't have been in that relationship for no fucking 10 years being engaged. You should have known that after year 1, this ain't gonna work. We still ain't making no moves towards freaking marriage. And at the same time, you gotta look at the person that you're with too, because some of y'all be expecting like big extravagant weddings and things like that. For what? Whenever you get those extravagant weddings, it's just to show off type of shit. If you want to marry somebody, marry somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's true love, it's true love. You willing to get married regardless of whatever circumstance, regardless of if you have a big a big wedding or not, you gonna get married. There's no excuse to it. But anyways, I'm about to head out. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.